Monokuma gave us the additional motive.
He gave us a lot of motives.
The time
Like, too many
limit added
motives.
to this killing game triggered the crime.
I'm just curious what's gonna happen to Kaede after this.
After the announcement, some of us decided to form groups to plan our next move. I had my own plan to find the mastermind, and someone offered to help me. At the time, I never would have imagined they would become the culprit. To expose the mastermind, the culprit and I set up hidden cameras in the library. There was a hidden door in the library that showed signs of use.
But the thing is, how... Did Monokuma know that Kaede was gonna do this and intentionally set up that loud music? Monokuma would have had to have known that she was gonna do that.
We deduced that the mastermind would return there to let Monokuma out. The next day, we asked Mew if she could modify some cameras for our trap. We then went to the warehouse to gather the necessary materials.
Or did Kaede put on that? But how would she have made that happen? I don't know. The AV room, but Gonta was watching bug films in there.
All we needed were disposable cameras and a security sensor. But the culprit found something else there. The murder weapon. That's right, the shot put ball. They put the cameras as well as the shot in their backpack.
Yeah, they just never told Shuichi about this.
Then, on the day the time limit would expire, the day of the murder, the culprit and I collected the modified cameras from Mew and visited the library.
Not very smart for her to act on her own like this. It just proves that she didn't fully trust
We
Shuichi.
searched the room for ideal locations to place the cameras. But even then, the culprit was preparing the murder.
She knew that Shuichi would try to talk her out of it.
They began by removing the vent grate and laid it inside the air duct. Then,
Okay, they specifically laid it at an angle like that so it would bounce, I guess.
pretending to organize them.
Such an elaborate plot of how she wanted to kill
After
the
that,
mastermind.
They placed open encyclopedias on the final bookcase. It appeared innocuous enough, but it was actually a path for the murder weapon. The culprit also tampered with the hidden camera linked to the security sensor. I was responsible for setting up the other cameras, but that one, I didn't even notice their trick.
This never would have worked
They used
if
duct tape to keep the flash function on.
Shuichi was the one who put that camera there. A lot relied on so much relied on luck for this to even work.
After the cameras were set, the culprit and I climbed the stairs to the first floor classroom.
I mean, after the flash, they could have just ran instead of trying to walk over to it. Like, they could have gotten startled with the flash and ran away. And a flash happens quickly. You can't pinpoint the exact place that a flash came from in darkness that quickly, probably. Well, maybe it took him the full 30 seconds. I guess that's why.
We kept a lookout for the others and waited for the security sensor to go off. During the stakeout, we saw Kaito and 6 others go down to the basement. Rantaro was with them, the first victim. After watching that group enter the game room, I returned to the classroom.
And what sucks is that Kaede probably killed one of the most important people here. Rantaro seemed very important
With about
and very
1 hour
capable.
remaining, the security receiver I was holding went off.
This really sucks. The fact that it happened this
I
way.
assumed it was the mastermind, so I ran out of the classroom to the library. I was in such a hurry, I left the culprit behind. Looking back on it now, that was the last chance I had to stop the murder. After I had left, the culprit took the shot put ball out of their backpack and rolled it into the classroom vent.
Jeez. It just so happened to hit the right time.
Rantaro had moved the bookcase, triggering the receiver. Unbeknownst to him, the trap had been sprung. First, the modified camera took a picture of Rantaro with the flash on.
You would think he'd be more
Rantaro noticed
cautious.
the flash and approached the bookcase to inspect the camera. The camera flash lured Rantaro directly into the murder weapon's path.
But why did he have his monopad out the whole time?
The shot the culprit tossed into the vent rolled through the air duct. Came out of the library's vent and kept rolling atop the bookcase. Opening the vent grate and organizing the books was all to create a path. Under normal circumstances, the victim would have been alerted by the noise. But the promotional video was masking the sound of the shot rolling.
Yeah, just so happened to be at the right time. Very convenient.
The shot kept rolling, then fell on Rantaro's head, killing him instantly.
He could have easily have it rolled too fast and went too far and missed
The
his
time
head.
we had entered the room, the murder was complete. I imagine, seeing Rantaro's body, the culprit probably thought, the mastermind is dead, the game is over, now we can all go home. But their wish didn't come true, because Rantaro wasn't the mastermind. It was murder, in an attempt to save all our lives. That is the truth.
A well-intentioned murder? Very poorly constructed plot of murder in terms of her plan of actually murdering the mastermind.
That's the truth behind your lies, Kaede Hakamatsu.
But unfortunately, it was
Ultimate
successful.
pianist.
Unfortunately, it was successfully unsuccessful.
And that concludes the events of this case.
No. Kaede did it?
Damn it!
It is a truth I do not wish to accept. But since Shuichi has brought everything to light, we can at least try to trust the Kaede we've come to know up to this point.
The Kaede we've come to know?
Even if she did commit a crime, what Kaede has said to us is not a lie. She wanted to protect us, and I firmly believe that to be the truth.
If that was a lie too, it'd be the last straw for me. I'd have nothing left to believe in.
You guys are so nice.
Is it eventually gonna be a lie? I don't know. I hope not.
No, that's not true, Kaede! You were trying to save all of it.
Nice job, Shuichi. I didn't expect any less.
What?
You were super reliable back there. But you still have a long way to go. You need to be more assertive. If you did that more often, you'd be a pretty cool guy.
Kaede, why? Why are you smiling like that? Why are you still trying to get me to be brave? Why, Kaede? Why are you thinking about everyone except yourself? If you had just been less selfless, you wouldn't have had to murder.
What? If you had just been less selfless, you wouldn't have had to murder? I don't know if I agree with that. If you're selfish, then you might have tried to murder so that you could escape and to stop like everyone from all dying at the end. But
Why? Why do you do that?
I'm sorry.
Stop! At least save it for the end of the trial. Sheesh!
that's right, we haven't voted yet.
Looks like the debate's finished, so that means it's voting time.
All right, you bastards. Press the button in front of you to cast your vote.
Well, I never expected the trial to turn out this way. I have to say, I was saying at the very beginning that I'd be very happy if I was completely wrong about everything. And I was completely wrong about everything. I really thought that the only thing that made any kind of sense was that Kokichi was the killer, and that's why he didn't say anything. But I guess I was wrong, and I'm happy to be wrong.
And make sure y'all
And there's no way I could have ever gotten this right.
Is grounds for termination.
I wonder if I wonder if any Let's Plays I watch, anybody is going to actually get this right for the first trial. If they do, I think it's because they've played it before and they're lying about it being a blind Let's Play. Gotta be honest.
At last, the heart-racing excitement as the blackened and the spotless finally face off. It's voting time!
Okay. Oh, we actually get to vote. What if we vote for somebody else? Like, this was never a thing earlier, but I guess we're voting. So is it possible, like, is there ever an ending where we come to the right conclusion in a trial, and then we come to a conclusion in the trial, and then I'm like, nah, I'm voting for somebody else.
It seems the voting has finished. Now then, let's see the result.
Or is there ever a situation where it's best to just let the time run out in the voting and not do anything? You never know. You never know. Maybe someday that will be the answer. Yup. If we vote for somebody else, it wouldn't change the it wouldn't change the vote there really. Also, Kaede didn't vote, I think. Or somebody didn't vote.
Who'll be chosen as the blackened? Will you
Oh, wait,
make
no.
the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one?
Never mind, I know he didn't vote, it was Rontaro. Never mind. That's the empty space at the end of her voting bar there. Kaede. But she doesn't die, right? Again, she doesn't get executed for this first one. Which means she's a murderer, but... Man. This is interesting. What an interesting first trial. And hey, I don't know if 56,000 is good or bad or whatever, but... We did it. Score, time remaining. Wait, logic difficulty normal? I didn't have it on normal, I had it on hard. Excuse me? Whatever. I'm not gonna question anything.
Absolutely right.
Well, at this point it goes without saying, but you all voted correctly. The blackened who killed Rantaro Amami is the ultimate pianist, Kaede Akamatsu. And yeah, there she is looking off into the corner again.
I'm glad.
Good.
What?
What? Good?
Don't screw around.
What do you mean good? Is this how you want it to end?
That's not true.
Not really, but it could have turned out a lot worse. So this is fine too. I guess everyone didn't die when the time ran out, is that what you mean? It's not fine, this is super horrible, the worst ever! Yeah, how did it come to this?
Please.
Kaede, what possessed you to do something like this? No can accept this, not unless you explain. I mean, we already explained why she did this. Yeah, I won't be satisfied until I hear it straight from you.
Hey,
Kaede, please. Okay, please allow me a few more moments of your time then. It's just like Shuichi said. I was after the mastermind this entire time. I wanted to kill the mastermind, and I thought doing that would end the killing game.
but
But why did you try to kill them? Maybe they could have been captured. If it hadn't been for the time limit, I probably would have done that. But the time limit meant that capturing the mastermind was less likely to work, you know? Yeah. I mean, by the time we got to the library and actually opened it up and finished chatting with everybody saying, oh, the mastermind's in there, we're about to go in there and stop them. Like, by the time we finally did that, the door was already closing. So, honestly, if Kaede didn't do that, our plan wouldn't have worked either way. The mastermind would have just been able to enter the door, and that's it. But I still don't think they would have actually killed everybody in the end. But although, maybe they would, I don't know. Because the mastermind could have just played dumb to run out the clock and kill us all.
Yeah.
I was worried about that happening.
therefore.
So you sought to kill the mastermind instead?
That's right.
I made up my mind just before we set up the cameras in the library. I thought it was my last chance to save everyone. I couldn't let that chance pass me by. I had to save everyone no matter what. Even if you had to kill someone.
Yeah.
That's right. I thought that killing the mastermind was our best shot at escaping this place together. I really believed it too. Kaede.
But
Oh, Kaede, it never dawned on you? As soon as that thought entered your head, Monokuma had you right where you wanted. Because what mattered most to Monokuma is that the killing game started.
you really don't get it.
Regardless of your reasons, the moment you feel the urge to kill, you'd already lost. You agreed to be part of this killing game and you allowed murder to fill your heart.
Wait.
To put it like that, he's not wrong. The reason the killing game's finally started.
No.
But if Kaede hadn't done anything, we'd all be dead by now.
Right.
Kaede, save everyone. We no can blame her.
I know that.
I know, you don't need to remind me. That's why I'm so pissed off. Pissed off at myself for being so useless. Really? Kokichi, it's enough. I can see through your act. Is this one an act?
Man.
Oops. Not obvious, huh?
That's right.
Yeah. Okay. But Kokichi is right. I was being played. And I didn't even kill the mastermind. I killed one of our dear friends instead. What I did was so terrible, so unforgivable. I took an innocent life. I'm nothing but a horrible murderer. You should all hate, blame, and be disgusted by me.
Wait!
Kaede, please calm down. After we found Rontaro's body, when I realized he wasn't the mastermind, I thought about ending this by confessing to you what I had done. Why didn't you? But I couldn't, because of Monokuma's first blood perk. I see. If you confessed there, and then you would have been able to leave. But you decided you couldn't leave this place by yourself, so you kept quiet. Because of the first blood perk, you were forced to hide the truth from us. Because she didn't want to leave without us?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
I see.
Is she gonna be forced to leave anyways because she won? No, and that doesn't. No, that's not the case. So the first blood perk worked against the Blackened rather than for them. So she didn't want to leave. That was the idea. But at the same time, I thought, if I did this for everyone, then instead of making things easier by confessing, I thought I should lie to you all, so it would motivate you to keep moving forward.
Then
Is that the reason for the trial? To reveal the mastermind?
Because
I felt like if I didn't do this, then Rontaro's death would have been meaningless.
well then.
We were searching for both the culprit and the mastermind during this class trial.
Yeah.
Ah, Kaede did mention that. Yeah, but how are we searching for the mastermind exactly? Sure, we talked about a lot of things, but I don't think we exactly revealed anything about the mastermind in this. Yeah, you want to enter all the things and defeat the mastermind, but it didn't seem like you really used this class trial to do that well. Like, to what extent did we reveal anything about the mastermind from this? I never wanted to keep my crime a secret. I was going to tell you all eventually. But before I did, I wanted to expose the mastermind first. Then the killing game would have ended, and everyone but me would be saved. I thought that was the best way I could atone for killing Rantaro.
Sorry.
This is my fault. I was wrong. There was no mastermind.
What?
You were wrong? But didn't you say the mastermind was one of us? Maybe they're not. And Shuichi told that information to Kaede, and Kaede took it at face value and ran with it, and it was wrong.
Okay.
That's what I thought at first, but in the end we have nothing. No one made any moves at the time limit. The trial was useless.
Let's see.
Even when Shuichi was about to be voted as the Blackened. Still, they did not appear.
Maybe.
Eesh, that seriously was a close one. If Kaede had just kept her mouth shut, we'd all be dead by now. No way, there has to be something else we can discuss. We just gotta think. Right, Shuichi?
But
On the other hand, she's only in this mess because she decided to say something at that moment.
that's...
I wanted to protect Kaede, but I also wanted to unmask the mastermind. But even when the killer was about to be condemned, they remained hidden.
Sorry.
That has to mean that the mastermind is not among us after all. How does that mean that the mastermind isn't among us? Just because they wouldn't want us to get to the right conclusion or the wrong conclusion? Like, I don't think the mastermind cares either way what conclusion we come to.
What?
So Kaede had the wrong idea the whole time?
I see.
All their actions were taken under Shuichi's flawed logic.
Okay.
That's why this is my fault. All this happened because my detective work was wrong. This is gonna make him feel even worse about his detective abilities. If I hadn't been so stupid. If I never said anything about a mastermind to Kaede.
Damn it!
Rantaro wouldn't have died, and Kaede wouldn't be a murderer. It's all my fault.
That's wrong.
No, it's not.
Huh?
Kaede?
Because,
I killed him, not you.
right?
Right? Didn't I? See, like I said, so many different faces on Kaede.
But
A smiling, crying face. They even made something like that for her. But Kaede, why did you set such a convoluted trap? If your intent was to kill the mastermind, there was no reason for you to cover your tracks.
jeez.
Yeah. Isn't it obvious? Because she didn't want Shuichi to know.
Huh?
Yeah,
Yeah.
of course, but I didn't want everyone else to know either. Because I said I wanted to escape this place with everyone.
Because,
But you guys wouldn't want to be friends with a girl who killed someone, would you? Be friends? God, I put a lot of thought into this. She put so much thought into this, it drove her to commit murder like a lunatic. God, you're such a dumbass.
yeah.
I know, right? I'm such an idiot.
However,
We only survived the time limit because of that idiocy.
Right.
Yes! We still lied thanks to you. Well, we don't know that. We don't know really what would have happened if the time limit ran out. Kaede, I didn't know how, but I wanted to get out of here with you. I wanted to be friends.
Sorry.
I'm so sorry.
Damn.
So you're saying everything you did was because you were thinking of us? And you hid that you killed him just to say it'd help us? How did things...
Hi, hello!
All right, that's it. What?
What?
What do you mean? What do you mean that's it?
Ah,
Father, are you getting bored?
That's right.
No, how Pops gets. He can't stand this kind of tearjerker schlock. Can't stop crying. I see nothing gets past my adorable little cubs. I don't even let appetizers get past me, especially if someone else bought them.
now then.
We can't let this boring display grind the action to a halt. So, trying to make things interesting.
Huh?
Make things interesting?
Thrills, chills, kills!
And now the moment you've all been waiting for. Punishment time! But what about the first blood perk? Are you sure it really still doesn't apply? Punishment? You mean Kaede's execution?
Don't screw around.
No friggin' way. There's no way we'll let you do that.
Hey!
Exocells assemble? I thought the first blood perk still applies, but does it not because she had the trial?
Punishment time is a sacred segment. You're not allowed to interfere.
And if you even try to interfere, we'll just crush you with these here exosols.
It's cruel, but it's probably better if one person dies instead of everyone.
Like hell am I just gonna sit here and do what you say? Kaede fought with her life on the line, and so will I! Gonta will face you all. Times like this are why Gonta became strong.
Oh, I hope none of them actually get killed from
Gentlemen
this.
never back down, and neither will Gonta.
This is the perfect chance to test out my Neo Aikido skills on machines.
Yeah, I'll help. I can.
I feel like we'd have a better shot at that like impossible platforming game, honestly.
Everyone, stop! Stop it.
Please just stop.
Kaede.
But Kaede,
I...
enough you guys. I've already prepared myself. You're giving up?
Why?
But why? You said you'd never give up, that we'd get out of here together. That's what you said, Kaede.
Damn it!
So why are you giving up now? Did you mean what you said? I know we can do something. Don't give up until the end.
No.
I'm not giving up because I have you.
Huh?
What?
You know?
Even after I'm gone, my wish will still be here. So I'm counting on you all. I'm entrusting my wish to every one of you.
I believe in you!
I believe that you all will make it through this somehow.
You have to live!
Guys, better live. Don't go dying on me now. End this ridiculous killing game. Survive and get the hell out of this place.
It's a promise.
And then be friends after you escape, okay? I think you'll all be the best of friends.
Yeah.
Affirmative, Kaede.
I shall take that request.
I will do the utmost to fulfill your final request. I won't give up. I'll get out of here no matter what. We'll don't work hard and keep friends safe till the very end.
Bye.
Well, Kaede, you definitely weren't boring.
Well now.
Now then, let's get started. So they really are gonna kill her. Man, I was so sure that the first blood perk still applied. It's in the rules. This is another situation where Monokuma is just ignoring the rules. Sure, they have a class trial and all, but even though there's a class trial, they still should be able to go free, right? Or not go free, but not get punished.
A very special punishment.
The ultimate pianist, Kaede Akamatsu. Wait a second, Kaede, please don't! But who's gonna be our protagonist after this? Shuichi, you better not lose.
You can't lose!
You can't lose to this killing game. I know you can beat it.
It's punishment time.
I don't like
believe
this.
in you.
I believe in you guys, so please believe in yourself.
It's a promise.
Okay, it's a promise. I don't like the way this is ending. I really don't think Kaede should die this early on. I'm not happy with this. Oh, goodness. And we never even got to check out our ultimate pianist area. We're getting clamped and pulled up into the air. What's going on? Okay, you're on a keyboard. I mean, a piano keyboard, yeah. There's vines. Roses and thorns. They're I can't pronounce that. She's being hung? That's pretty and used to play piano? And with spikes behind her. Is she just gonna randomly be sent into the spikes at some point too? Oh my goodness. Kaede does not deserve this. No. They just finally hung her and then... What? What? Why'd you do that, Monokuma? Monokums don't have a replacement. Are we gonna lose a Monocup with every murder? Why did he do that? Huh? What was the meaning of that? Hold on. There's no proof that she's dead. There's no proof that she's dead. The Monocup stepped in there at the very last second. She was being hung. Of all the types of execution, that's something that I feel like could possibly be survived. She was just like hung like a bunch of like a few times, and before she got stabbed and completely destroyed, the Monocup jumped in there to save her or something. I don't know if it was to save her or not, but the Monocup jumped in there. I feel like it's possible that Kaede is still alive, right? I want to believe that. I want to believe that Kaede is still alive out there somewhere. And what is that going to mean, though? The moment it was over, I felt my legs give out under me. What I just saw didn't feel real. And yeah, we've switched protagonists. I don't like that. I don't like that we switched protagonists. I don't like that we left Kaede. Kaede is a better protagonist. I'm sorry. Sorry, Shuichi. I prefer Kaede. I'm really sad. I was attached to Kaede. I was really hyped that she was our protagonist, that we were going to go through this whole game as her. I loved her expressions. I loved her personality. Not going to be the same. Didn't feel real. As if all reality had vanished and the only thing left was a fictional world. Real or not, Kaede was gone. Kaede Akamatsu no longer existed in our world. Huh? What the? Why is Mono Kid? Monodem! What have you done? What, Monodem? What? Monodem didn't do anything. Gross, she puked again.
Oh well.
But this tension ain't so bad, you know. Finally feels like a proper killing game. If anything, you could stand a little, use a little. We could stand to use a little more attention in our lives, right, Dad?
No! My sweet darling Mono Kid claimed his collateral damage. This is a nightmare. This is unacceptable. My precious cub is. On second thought, I guess it's okay. After all, we still got 4 more cubs. Phew. I'm glad you kids came in bulk. Are all of them gonna die, 1 per execution? Huh? It's okay? I'm shocked. Our existence speeds that little, huh?
Well...
What's done is done. What's dead is dead. No point in crying over crushed cubs. Unless you want to end up like these sad sacks.
But how?
What in the world is this?
Really?
Are you fucking kidding me? Talk about overkill.
Amen.
Atua, please grant Kaede's soul eternal repose. I can't believe this happened to Kaede. I liked her so much. No, you didn't. That's your lying face. That's your lying face. Or is it? I have no idea. You never know with him. You never know with him. Maybe he's definitely. I still feel like he's like the ultimate liar, and that's his actual ultimate. So you can never tell if his lies are actually a lie on top of a lie on top of another lie, and maybe he really does care about Kaede. All this adrenaline creates such an exquisite feeling of despair. It's moments like these that make all the killings worth it.
This is...
Why are you doing such a terrible thing?
How dare you?
You're the worst of the worst. Does human life have no value to you at all?
Hey,
Hey, I know human life is precious. I'm not a monster, you know. Because if human life wasn't precious, ending it wouldn't be nearly as much fun. Fair. There's no greater joy than witnessing such a display of despair entertainment. You've surpassed psychotic by a wide margin.
What now?
I don't think I've ever felt quite this irritated.
I won't forgive you for this. Got that? I won't ever forgive you.
Oh!
Spoken like a marked man.
Excuse me.
What is your objective, Monokuma?
What are you trying to pull?
Do you hate us? If so, have we done something to make you hate us?
Huh?
Hate you? Who can say?
Hey,
That's your job to figure out. If you really want to know what's going on, you're gonna have to work for it.
well...
Though the corpse formerly known as Rantaro may have had a hunch. Yeah, I know. That's what's also really sad about this. Rantaro was the only one who seemed to have any idea what was going on.
Huh?
And Monokuma knew that he had an idea what was going on. Huh?
What is it?
What do you mean? What was Rantaro's hunch? What indeed?
That is.
He did say he would end this game, and he also knew about the hidden door. Could that all be related to his hunch you claim he had? I wonder.
Why, you?
Hey, what the hell is this hunch you're going on about? Spill it! I wonder. That's all he's gonna say. You have no intention of telling us, then keep your mouth shut.
Cuz.
You're focusing on Kaede instead of her deadweight victim.
Well,
It's not his fault he was useless. He died before his talent could be revealed. If he had lived long enough to reveal it, maybe he would have been more useful.
too bad.
Oh well, he's a dead end, and that's that. That's the indifference of death for you.
However,
He wasn't really the mastermind, was he?
You're really bugging
Huh?
me.
Are you still pestering me with all these annoying questions?
And another thing.
Aren't you guys focusing a little too much on whether or not there's a mastermind? If you keep this up, you're all gonna end up like Kaede.
What?
What?
Here.
Maybe spend less time worrying about nonsense and more time watching your back, okay?
Right?
You never know who's gonna become the next killer. I can't wait.
it.
I wonder what kind of killing game we'll get to see next. Damn it. You may have gotten us this time, but we'll get you next time. You'll see.
Why?
Why are you all psyched out?
That's nice.
So nice. It's nice to see that at least one of you has some chutzpah around here. I have a feeling you're gonna live for a while.
Thanks.
Thanks. I'll do my best.
Don't screw around.
The hell up. We're not gonna have another killing game. I, Kaito Momota, am not gonna let you have your way anymore.
Got it.
I'm gonna punch that grin right off your face for sure.
Is that so?
Oh, really? That seems unlikely.
Too bad.
I'm pretty sure you won't live long enough to do that.
Damn.
Well.
Anyway, you guys have a lot to think about. Work hard and do your best to graduate, because the fun's only just begun. Shuichi so far hasn't said anything. Monodam, explain yourself. I get that Mono Kid was obnoxious and rude, but that was way over the line. Okay, so Monodam was the one that threw the Mono Kid? The Mono Cub? If that's the case, so we heard Monodam have Byakuya's voice earlier. In like the first episode. Or not the first episode, the first session that I played of this. We heard Monodam have Byakuya's voice. Is Monodam like a double agent? I feel like they are, and I feel like they specifically did that to help who got executed survive. They helped Kaede right there. I specifically feel that that's definitely the case. I'm very confident now. I'm very confident that that's the case. Monodam is helping us. And through whatever the other one was called. And saved Kaede. And Kaede is still alive. That's what I believe. And I want to believe it because Kaede was awesome. Kaede was great. I love Kaede. So I don't want her to be dead. And I choose to believe that she's alive because of Monodam's actions.
Because.
I did it for us. Okay.
Ah.
Hey, wait, Monodam. Where are you going?
It's getting
They
interesting.
probably killed him as a payback for all the bullying. What an interesting turn of events.
There's definitely more than that. And with that, Monokuma and the Cubs left, and only we remained in the courtroom. Yeah, ... indeed. I don't think I can take all of this. I can't stand this anymore. I feel like I'm going to go crazy.
No.
Tsumuki, you mustn't give up hope. Is there even hope to be had here? The room feels utterly drained of it. Kaede! What kind of degenerate male cries in public? It's so rude! But Tenko, you're crying too.
Hey,
Now it's not the time to point that out, Kipo. Just let it be.
Prayer time.
In times like this, we should pray for Kaede's soul so she can rest in peace.
What?
How is anyone supposed to rest in peace after getting killed like that?
I don't know.
What are we gonna do from now on? Yeah, I'd like to know too. I'm so over this already.
That's enough!
Shut up! Shut up! You all need to shut up!
Kaito's voice boomed in the air and the room went silent.
Damn.
Every single one of you and your meek little complaints.
Shut up!
You're pissing me the hell off!
Damn it.
The one who's pissing me off the most,
Shuichi, because he's not saying anything?
Dumbass.
Yeah,
is you, Shuichi!
yeah, you're not the one that should be wallowing. You're supposed to be taking up Kaede's post.
Huh?
What? Yeah, good, thank you. Punch him. You should.
Clench your
He needs
teeth.
that. He needs that. Kaede never did that to him, but he needs to be slapped awake.
Kaito, you are supposed to say that before you hit him.
Did you hear what Kaede said? She said she believed in you. That she passed her wish on to you.
Yeah, don't let her down. You're letting her down by being the way you are right now. She's been telling you this entire time to step up, and you're still not stepping up even now?
But what the hell's wrong with you? You didn't say a damn thing to Monokuma. You call yourself a man?
Yeah. I was surprised as well that he hasn't said a single thing.
Damn it.
What's the matter? Say something already!
Dumbass.
I just hit you! Aren't you pissed off? What's your problem?
Enough, Kaito. Sucker punching is pretty low, even for a low-life degenerate male like you.
Listen up.
You better knock it off, or I'm gonna explode my Neo Aikido all over your face.
Fine.
Are you okay?
Shuichi, are you okay?
Okay,
I'm fine.
for now.
Please stop. This sort of altercation is just a waste of time. Konta not sure a waste of time, but Konta agree, fighting not good.
Then,
Can we leave now? Staying here will only make us more depressed. Well put. I agree wholeheartedly.
Sorry.
You all should go ahead without me.
Um,
Why? Is there a reason you wish to stay in a place like this?
uh,
I just want to be alone for a while, just for a little bit.
But
Yeah, we can't just leave you here by your
no.
Tsumugi. Perhaps it would be best if we allowed him some privacy for now. Okay, I suppose. Shuichi, don't beat yourself up, okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, just hit the reset button on your feelings. You'll feel happy and cheerful in no time.
listen.
Being a tad insensitive is important for survival. It helps if one avoids suicidal thoughts.
Hey.
Goto will go back too. Let Goto know if you need his help, okay?
One by one, everyone climbed aboard the elevator, except
I mean,
Shuichi, I don't know how well you knew Kaede.
but why don't you try going to her ultimate lab?
Huh?
What do you mean?
that's right.
Monokuma set the room up, so there's probably not a lot there to remember her by. But there should at least be a bunch of little things you liked.
Okay.
Things Kaede liked?
Listen up.
Understand? There's only one way to get through this awful feeling. No one's gonna be able to console you if you're just sitting here alone.
I mean,
If anyone's gonna help you, it'll be her and your memories.
I see. So we're going there to console ourselves or something? With those words, he stepped onto the elevator. So was it not possible for us to go there earlier? Before I realized it, I got to my feet. I just started walking and I was headed toward the Ultimate Penis Research Lab. Finally, we get to see this. I really would have loved to see this as Kaede, but not as if there would be any memories here. But these are the things she was really passionate about. That's good enough for now. Maybe her favorite song is here. What a magnificent piano. I would have liked to hear her play it, if only just once. Ah, that reminds me. The song that Kaede was talking about. Of course, it must be here somewhere. I stood in front of the shelves of CDs and searched each one thoroughly end to end. It should be here somewhere. Where is it?
Ah,
Here it is. This is it. I took the CD from the shelf and placed it in the player in the corner. Soon a soft melody had filled the classroom. My body relaxed, totally enveloped in the music. It was a strange feeling, sound seeping into my body. Listening to the music. Before long, I began to close my eyes.
I wish there was a piano here. I would play you a song to help you cheer up. A pretty song to play for you. Oh, like Clair de Lune by Debussy.
Yeah, so that's this one, I guess.
It's a soothing song that calms your heart, like the moon's reflection on water. You noticed, huh? Yeah, I'm shaking too. But I'd be a mess if you weren't here. I wouldn't have been able to do anything. I would have been so lost.
So, Kaede could have survived this. Well, if she's not already still alive. But if she had said that she was the culprit immediately and left, she could still be alive, but the reason she wanted to stay was so that we'd have that trial to try to get more info about the mastermind, but I really don't feel like that was worth it. I don't feel like we got enough. I don't feel like we really got anything about the mastermind from that trial. Not that nothing comes to mind, at least.
I'm glad you're here with me, Shuichi. With you by my side, I feel like I can stand up to anything. You give me the courage I need to take on the mastermind. So please, be more confident.
I miss Kaede already.
So you should definitely believe in yourself.
Why? I miss Kaede already.
Yeah, I'll try. I don't know if I can do it, but... No, I'll do it. I have to believe in myself. I won't be afraid anymore. I will face the truth for everyone.
Finally, Shuichi really needs this character development. He really does.
I won't give up. For your sake, Kaede. I promise. From the bottom of my heart, I promise you, Kaede.
Yep, that's our promise. I'm leaving everything up to you, Shuichi. Goodbye.
And that's that. Chapter 1, my class trial, our class trial. Surviving members, 14. There goes Rontaro and Kaede. Man, both of those are such a shame. Rontaro seemed so interesting, had so much to tell us, so much to teach us. And Kaede was awesome. Sure, I want to save. Save here. There we go. And we'll end here for today. Man, I've already said so many things during this trial. I can't believe this was the first class trial of the game. Having a trial as crazy as this for the first trial in the game. I don't know how the other ones in the game are going to match up to it in terms of like plot twists and crazy stuff happening. I still don't like it. I still don't like the way that it was this way though. It's very interesting that it turned out this way, and it was very enjoyable because of that. The fact that it was this interesting and impossible to predict the way it turned out this way. But I still don't like that we lost Kaede. I still don't like that we lost Rontaro. I still don't like it. I still feel like I would have rather had just a regular class trial. You know, just a normal class trial where it was somebody else that did the killing and we found them. Or I would have rather have had it be Kokichi. And it turns out that they were the mastermind and they still get away with it. And we have to live with the fact that the mastermind is walking among us openly, and if we attack them, we die or something like that, right? Because they've got all the power. That would have been interesting. I would have been happy with that. I would have been satisfied with that. This way that this turned out hurts so much more, and I know that's intentional, and that's exactly the way that the developers wanted it to be. But that doesn't mean that even though it makes perfect sense that they tried to make it that way and that it worked so well, I still don't like it. I don't like that because I don't like it. I don't like that Kaede is gone. I still believe that Kaede is not truly dead, that she was saved in the end, that we're going to meet her later on. But it's not going to be for a very long time. It's not going to be till the end of the game or something. If I'm even right, they won't be able to be till the end of the game, and that's really sad. That's really sad that we're not going to get any more Kaede until the very end. It's disappointing. Like I said, I really liked Kaede as a character. She was definitely one of my favorite characters. She might have even been my favorite character in this game. It's possible. It's possible that she's my favorite character in this game. Other than Monokuma, of course, who's always the best character, right? Yeah, I'm legitimately not happy about that. And the thing is, this game is just really good. This game is really good, and the reason I say that is because I think I mentioned that in Danganronpa 2, none of the characters I really felt connected to that strongly. And I felt like that was something that was one of the negative points to that game to me, despite people saying that was their favorite one. And I chalked that up to, well, the first game I've watched, like, no exaggeration, probably more than 20 Let's Plays of the first Danganronpa game. So I chalked that up to, I've just watched that a bunch of times. I've gotten really attached to those characters. That's why. And Kyoko being Kyoko, she was my favorite character. It makes sense, right? It makes sense that nobody would top Kyoko. Nobody would top, like, having watched the game, like, multiple times over. But this, I felt attached to Kaede. After not that much time to her, I felt attached. I'm still attached to her. I legitimately feel, I can't even speak. But I liked Kaede, and I legitimately liked Kaede, and now that she's gone, I legitimately feel that I really liked Kaede, and I can tell that this game is doing something right. I can tell that much. I'll tell you that. So I think that's a good place to end. I'm sure I could say more things. I could say more things about Should I say more things about Shuichi and how I don't want to say anything. I feel like I should just end the discussion right here and end on that. But I guess if I don't get all my thoughts out now, I'll forget them, right? And this is a Let's Play, so I should say them, right? So let's talk about other things, even though I don't want to, and I feel like that's a perfect place for me to end speaking about it, just how much I loved Kaede. I feel like I should still give you guys my thoughts on everything else. So let's start with the fact that I did not predict at all anything that really happened. Even with all the evidence that we caught, I didn't catch that. Oh, they rolled the shot put ball through the vent or anything like that. Actually, I think I didn't catch any of that. I still thought it was a drone because they made it had attention brought to the fact that there was drones. I still thought it was Kokichi. That was complete nonsense. So yeah, first off, I was completely wrong. I was completely wrong about everything. I'm happy I was completely wrong about everything. I don't mind that. That's what made it so interesting, the fact that I completely failed. But again, I don't think I could have realistically not completely failed. Who could have possibly figured out that Kaede was the killer in that without pulling it completely out of their ass? Like I can't understand that. And that is actually kind of like I guess you could kind of say that that's a negative to this case. The fact that it's not really, at least from my perspective, maybe when I watch other people play this, or it'll become like obvious how, you actually could have seen this coming because of this X, Y, and Z. But from my perspective, I don't know how I could have seen this coming. And that could be considered a negative because a trial where you can't actually figure out the answer from the beginning or like by the end of the investigation, kind of you could see that as a negative because it feels kind of cheap to not be able to figure out the answer yourself, like to make some completely unsolvable mystery and have that be the way that things play out. But I don't know for sure if that's the case. I don't know for sure if maybe somebody is able to legitimately figure out that Kaede was the killer from some of the clues. That maybe I was just too dumb. So I can't say that for sure. And even if it is for sure, it still ended up being a really entertaining class trial. So even if it was legitimately impossible to really figure out from the clues that we had by the time the investigation ended, I still don't think it was that bad of a thing because it was legitimately interesting all the way through. And now Shuichi. Shuichi is not yet as good of a main character as Kaede was, but I guess Kaede was what's the word? Was a puzzle piece? That's not really the right word. In his formation as a person, like a stepping stone on the way to him becoming his best self. Like this kind of thing had to happen for him to truly evolve and become the person he needs to be, become the main character he needs to be. So it makes sense that I didn't like him as much because he wasn't the person he needed to be yet. But now maybe this will fully actualize him and make him be able to be who he needs to be. And I'm hoping that he'll be able to do that. And maybe he will become a character that I really like as much as Kaede, although I really never see that happening. But I definitely see him becoming a character that I'll at least like quite a bit. Just not as much as Kaede, because I liked her way too much as a main character. And what else is there to say? I liked that part that we got at the end with listening to the music that Kaede liked, or said that she liked. Very reflective. Him finding his determination finally, being able to grow from that. Yeah. And then, what's the other guy? What was his name? Kaito? I like how consistent Kaito's character was. He's always seemed fond of Kaede, and all of his actions really were consistent with that. And I really love that it sounds weird, but I really love that he punched Shuichi in the end for not saying anything, not getting mad about what Monokuma did, not speaking out at all when Kaede was getting murdered. I love that he tried to bring Shuichi back to his senses, and it's like, because he really liked Kaede, and he liked what Kaede stood for. And Kaede said that Shuichi was the one who was supposed to take up her mantle and do what she did, and he wasn't doing it, and that was he felt like that was a betrayal, and he wanted him to live up to that. And I'm glad that he did that. I'm glad that he talked some sense into Shuichi. I'm glad that he also told him in the end, go to the piano place and do all that stuff. Yeah, very emotional chapter and trial and everything, and I feel emotional, if you can tell. That doesn't happen much during my Let's Plays, but I legitimately feel emotional from the way that all turned out. So, that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed watching my playthrough of the first whirlwind roller coaster of a first chapter. I hope you guys will enjoy watching me play the next chapter and everything that comes around after that. Like, subscribe, share my videos on the subreddit or something if you enjoyed it. That's all I got to say. Yeah, thanks for watching, guys. See you next time. Man, that was crazy.